Hello, all. So, while we're all just sitting around waiting for the inevitable and a third election to happen, Bibi Netanyahu is talking about officially annexing the West Bank, the provinces of Judea and Samaria, making them officially part of Israel and not just territories. So I'll take a video and talk about that while I'm squishing my cat. Now, the idea is certainly not new. So, he's not coming up with it. Certainly, this proposal is at least influenced by the recent decision by the United States of America to not refer to Israeli settlements in the West Bank as crime against humanity or war crime. I forget exactly which. Anyway, so it certainly has something to do with that. Is there a legal basis for it? Yes, certainly. Of course there is. Israel took over Judea and Samaria in the Six-Day War when the Kingdom of Jordan attacked Israel. Israel attacked Egypt after Egypt committed several acts of war against Israel. Jordan, as an ally of Egypt, attacked Israel. Incidentally, they actually only attacked Israel because President Nasser actually lied to the Jordanians and said that they were doing incredibly well. If the Jordanians didn't join the war immediately, then they'd lose out on any kind of post-war gains. When, in reality, the Egyptians were losing very badly. So, the Jordanians attacked Israel, and Israel defended itself. We defended ourselves. And then we counterattacked and drove Jordanian forces back across the River Jordan. So we were fighting a defensive war against Jordan, and in the course of fighting that defensive war, we took territory from the aggressor. By every legal precedent there has ever been, Israel has a right to take that land. We did not, at the time, annex the Judea and Samaria to Israel proper. Honestly, I don't know why. But I guess people in charge not think it was advantageous to do that at that time. And so we've been stuck with those provinces being territories. Neither properly part of Israel and neither properly not. Which has been not exactly a good situation to be in for people living there, Jew or Arab. So apart from having taken the land from the Kingdom of Jordan, is there any actual reason why Israel might not have a legal claim to that land? Yes, if Israel had made any separate agreement not to officially annex that land. Has Israel done that? Yes. In the Oslo Accords. But the Palestinian Authority has officially declared the Oslo Accords null and void. So that doesn't count. I don't think we're actually going to annex the West Bank. I don't. Bibi Netanyahu does not have the political clout at this moment. There would certainly be consequences to that action, which I don't think the majority of people in Israel are willing to get into. Are we capable of it? Certainly. The only reason that the PA is able to exist at all is really on sufferance. There is not any country in the Middle East that has the political, economic, or military clout to prevent us from doing that if we want to. Um, Really, the only country I think that would is actually capable of preventing Israel from doing that if we decide we want to do that is the United States. And I don't think that stopping Israel from annexing the West Bank is very high on America's list of priorities at the moment. You know, there's a lot going. They got a lot going on right now. If Israel actually annexes the West Bank, what would happen? Um, what would happen to the PA, for example? I'm not sure. Um, if the PA resists using force, that starts tries to start another intifada, they'd be driven out. They have never successfully resisted a single military or paramilitary action taken by Israel. If they protest diplomatically without actually resorting to direct force to resist, they would probably be allowed to just stay where they are. Um, Absent the powers of taxation and policing that they currently have. What would the effect be on Jordan? I think the effect on Jordan would be a lot bigger than the effect on Israel. Actually, um, it was the kingdom of Transjordan before 1948 when there was the Israeli War of Independence, and Jordan invaded and conquered and annexed what we now call the West Bank, because it's the West Bank of the River Jordan. And so the Kingdom of Jordan consisted of the East Bank and the West Bank territories, or provinces. I don't think they called them territories when they were part of the kingdom. Um, so after the 6 Day War in 1967, a very large number of Arab people left the West Bank for the East Bank, where they have been living as refugees ever since. Kept in camps and generally not able to get much out of life. Jordan is not a rich country, um, and really does not have the capacity to absorb very many people as refugees and turn them into regular citizens. And so, some very large part of the population of Jordan, I've read up to a third, are these refugees and their descendants are not who do not have all the rights and liberties of actual Jordanian citizens, because in theory they're just refugees waiting to go back when the lost territories are reclaimed. Um, Jordan would not go to war with Israel over the West Bank. Um, they couldn't. They'd lose. They know it. It's not worth it. They can't. They couldn't do it. Um, I suppose it's theoretically possible there might be a quasi war in which they declare it, but not take any real military action. But whatever happens, the 1/3 or however whatever large percentage of people in Jordan who are supposedly from the West Bank and someday going back to the West Bank are their status is going to become the issue of the day. So either this very large number of people who are historically anti-Hashemite, that is, and they are opposed to the monarchy, become complete citizens, or something else happens and they're still denied the rights of Jordanian citizenship, and that could start a whole new Black September civil war. It would be bad for Jordan. Whatever goes down, it's going to be bad for Jordan. Um, Will they affect the other countries in the region? Probably not much. There might be a new wave of refugees going out, which would have some effect on whatever countries take them in. But otherwise, I can't see anyone who's not already at war with Israel going to war with Israel over this. And like I said, I don't think any country in the Middle East has the power to actually prevent us from doing that. So that's just uh, what I think about this, what I know about this, what I think would happen. I don't think it'll happen. I'm really sure it will not happen. But I've been wrong about things before. We'll see. And thanks for watching. I hope you've heard something you haven't heard before. That's what I'm here for. And please like, share, subscribe, comment below, ask questions. I'm happy to answer. And have a good night. Bye.